Yes, yes. Welcome back to Daily Chores with Luke. Today the topic is when it gets easy, go hard. For those of you new here, I am a digital entrepreneur, 22 years old, gonna be 23 soon, and I run a gaming coaching business called Game Launch. We've done almost $3 million in the last 3 or 4 years in sales. I have a YouTube channel, been making YouTube videos for the last 10 years, mostly gaming, have almost 500,000 subscribers over there. Spook Luke is the tag, and I make these videos because I wanna document my journey and help you guys and share what I learned, because entrepreneurship sucks and it's hard, and if I can make it a little less hard for you and help you make money, that's cool. Okay, topic for today is when it gets easy, go hard. I've been in business, I would say in the game of entrepreneurship for the last 4 years legitimately. I've been making YouTube videos for a decade, but in the business of entrepreneurship for 3-4 years. You think when you get into business, the mistake a lot of people make at the start is thinking, business growth is like, I don't know, fitness or progressive overload, losing weight, gaining muscle, that sort of thing, where it's just like a steady line and just and it just goes up a little bit and you just consistent action, 1% better every day. I love the mentality behind that, but in the game of entrepreneurship, it's not really like that. There's a quote from Jeff Bezos, which I heard from Alex Hormozi. Jeff Bezos is, for those of you who don't know, founder of Amazon. The game of business is different than a traditional sport, because in a sport like baseball, or let's do one that's more palatable, soccer or football, if you're from across the pond, you make a great play, you score 1 goal. You hit the ball really far, you can max get a home run. In business, it's not like that. If you knock it out of the park in business, you won't 4x your money. You won't 5x your money. You won't 10x your money. You can 1,000x, 10,000x, 1,000,000x your money. So what happens is, at least for me, in my period of entrepreneurship, when I got into it, I got lucky. I mean, I put in work, but I had good timing and my business shot up. And then slowly it decayed. Slowly it decayed. And for the last 12 months, I've lost a lot of money. My success was bigger than the amount I've lost, but I lost a lot of money. Put in perspective, I did millions in sales. I've lost hundreds of thousands. So you have to spend 100,000 to make a million. For me, I spent a lot more than that. But that's another video. The difference is it goes up and it slowly goes down. And then when it goes up again, it shoots up. Because when you unlock something, when you find something, when there's an opportunity window in business, it closes fast and it doesn't last forever. And so what happens is when it gets easy, when you start to finally see growth after months of kicking rocks and eating shit, you can imagine that's what it feels like, losing money again and again and again. When it gets easy, you go hard. I'm at a point right now where it's about to get easy. There's a good partnership, a brand that I really align with. I really like the company. I really like the mission. We're gonna work together. They've got a lot of money. They've also got what I don't have. I think they're good people. I think it's gonna work really well. I mean, maybe blow up, maybe we'll fail. But when it gets easy and we're starting to see money come in for the first time in over a year, go hard. And so that's what I've been telling, what I would like to think of as my partner in this. When it gets easy, go hard. Because in entrepreneurship, the windows are short. When you have the potential to hit a home run, you need to go. You need to swing for the fences because it doesn't last forever. And so if you're thinking about starting entrepreneurship, just know that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to last. And it's going to be prolonged periods of eating shit with short periods of rapid growth. At least that's what I'm seeing right now. So far, it seems like a staircase. It goes bump, 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 or in this case, staircase and then a little bit down, and then staircase and then a little bit down, staircase, a little bit down. And right now, I've hit one big staircase at the start of my career. Some really good timing with COVID and being a gaming YouTuber and, a mix of other things. The game that I was making going free to play, all happening in the span of a couple months. I hit a massive growth period. Now, I feel like with where I'm at in my business, this connection is the next one. And so foot on the gas. That's a belief that's serving me well. I hope it helps you. Let me know. I'll see you in the next video.